everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm sharing some more dump and go budget friendly crock pot recipes. A couple of these recipes are subscriber recommended and just so happen to be all chicken recipes. I will be sharing more subscriber recipes, so make sure you leave those down below for me and also to share with everyone else to read. Last time we did that, you all really enjoyed the comment section, so many ideas. I'll also be sure to shout you out as I share your recipes, so leave them down below for me. Today's video is also exciting because it's a collab with my friend Missy over at The Welder's Wife. She's going to be sharing some dump and go recipes as well. Missy's channel is very similar to mine, lots of cooking and cleaning and grocery hauls. All of her what's for dinners look so delicious. Make sure you head over when you're done with my video and let her know that I sent you. Also, if you're coming from Missy's channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly. I make a lot of videos on cooking and cleaning as well, and I also share grocery hauls and motherhood related videos. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below and become part of my growing YouTube family. We just hit 50,000 and I'm so excited to have all of you that's recently joined. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first recipe. This first recipe I make a lot when I'm out of ideas. It's cheap and takes hardly any effort at all, whether you make it in the crock pot or the stove. All you're gonna need is a boneless, skinless chicken breast, 4 cups of water, some yellow rice. You can also use white rice. I just like the flavor that yellow rice gives. You can also find this particular one at Sam's. And you'll also need some chicken base, which you can also find at Sam's. I'm starting by cooking my chicken. I'm just placing the chicken in the crock pot, pouring in my 4 cups of water, and because it's a teaspoon of chicken base per cup of water, I'm putting in 4 teaspoons of that, and this will create a chicken broth for the rice as the chicken cooks. I just cooked it on high for a couple of hours, and then once it was done, I removed the chicken from the broth so that I could shred it up. I mentioned shredding chicken with a hand mixer in my last video, and you guys requested to see how I do that. So when I have a lot of liquid like this, I remove the chicken so it doesn't splash all over while it's shredding. So in a separate bowl, I just turn my hand mixer on low and it shreds pretty easily and quickly. It's the best hack ever. Once it's shredded, I just place it back into the broth, and then I'm just going to add 2 cups of rice, give it a stir, and cook it on low for just a couple more hours. To make this recipe more of a dump and go, you could use pre-cooked chicken and also store-bought chicken broth. I didn't have that, so I had to cook my own chicken and make my own broth. Also, quick disclosure, I want to add that these recipes are primarily for convenience. I do get a lot of comments about how unhealthy they are, but we do not eat like this all the time. These are meant to be quick and convenient to keep us from eating fast food when we're in a pinch for time. And also, I'm feeding a family of 4, so if you have a larger family, then you can definitely double or triple these. We also eat fresh veggies on the side with these, so just because we don't have veggies in the actual recipes, we still have them on the side. However, you can add veggies to any of these. It's all about doing what you feel is right for your family. The next recipe I'm going to share is chicken tacos. This one cannot get any simpler. All you're going to need is a boneless, skinless chicken breast, some taco seasoning, and salt and pepper. I sprayed my crock pot with a little canola oil, placed the chicken in, and then I sprinkled in 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, which is equal to 1 packet, a little salt and pepper, and then 1/4 cup of water. And then I just turned it on low and cooked it for 2 to 3 hours. Once it was done, I shredded it up with my hand mixer, and for our toppings we used Colby Jack cheese, lettuce and tomato, some sour cream, and also some tortilla shells. And this is how they came out. They were so good and so easy to do. We had some leftovers the next day for lunch and decided to put them on tortilla chips and made like chicken nachos with it, and that was really good too. So that's just another way that you can eat these. The next recipe was oh so good. I would definitely be making this again. It reminded me a lot of a local Japanese steakhouse that's popular where I live. It was delicious, and it's also a subscriber recipe, so thank you to Nani Ortiz for sharing this with us. I hope that I said your name correctly. This is everything that you will need: 2 boneless skinless chicken breasts, cubed, 2 carrots peeled and chopped, some broccoli. I used half of this bag. You'll also need some teriyaki sauce, sesame seeds, and then some white rice. So the first thing that I did was place my chicken in the crock pot, and I just doused it really good with the teriyaki sauce. I didn't measure, I just eyeballed. Turned it on high for a couple of hours and I let the chicken get a head start cooking before I put in the veggies. After an hour or two, I added in the carrots and broccoli, and I let it cook on low for 2 to 3 more hours. I do recommend going ahead and putting the carrots in when you start the chicken though, just because they were still a little bit crunchy and could have used a little more cooking time. Also, if you use frozen broccoli like I did, don't add it until the last 30 minutes as I overcooked mine. We also decided to add in a teaspoon of garlic, and we're just using the jarred minced garlic. When it was done, we topped it with some yum yum sauce. You can find this at Walmart and most grocery stores, but I do know that Walmart carries it, and also some sesame seeds. Once again, thank you to Nani Ortiz so much for sharing this recipe with me. I will definitely be making this again. The very last recipe was actually recommended by a few of you. I made a Mississippi roast in my last Dump and Go video, and you all mentioned doing the same recipe except with chicken, and it's also a lot cheaper. So all you need is some boneless skinless chicken breasts. I used 3, some ranch seasoning, and because I didn't have any au jus mix, I'm going to use brown gravy, and it still turned out just as good. It's all about using what you have, right? And then also some pepperoncinis. You can also add in a stick of butter, however I opted out of that. You're just going to place the chicken in the crock pot, sprinkle about 2 tablespoons both of the gravy and the ranch mix, throw in a few pepperoncinis, and I also added in a bit of the juice for some extra flavor. I turned it on low for about 4 to 5 hours. Once it was done, I just shredded it up, and then we had it on rice. However, I think this would make some really awesome sandwiches, and also would be really good in a wrap too. We love this one as well, and we'll definitely make it again. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your Dump and Go recipes for us down below. Also, don't forget to check out The Welder's Wife. Her video will be linked down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.